What's good? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Raw Game Marketing YouTube channel. I'm back. I'm back again. Back down like SmackDown. Here to give you the game, the Raw game, the unadulterated truth, and it's for free. Continue to hit like, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also, leave in the comment section. Leave your comments, please. Be respectful. I'll try to get any questions answered, or if anybody else in the comment section has any updated information or information that they want to share or anything they want to leave, feel free. Or maybe it's a topic you'd like me to do a video on. I'll try my best to do that video on that topic. I'll research it and I will do a video on it. But I'm giving you this game from my personal experiences or from research that I've looked up, things that I have learned. And also join my free school group, skool.com, SKOOL, and look for Raw Game, RAWGAME. Join that community. I appreciate it, where we're all going to be as one, sharing, caring, uplifting, motivating, and going to the next level for this 2024. So that's definitely a good look for each and every one of us. I'm still on the credit building, and today I'm going to talk about credit stacking. Now I'm credit stacking because I do got a lot of credit cards and business credit cards, but this method is called credit stacking. I haven't personally actually done this, but I have heard about it. But let me tell you what credit stacking is. It's a strategy where you apply for several business credit lines all at one time. Now, when you apply for most of these credit cards, when you apply like for a credit card, their computer system automatically instantly does a check from one credit bureau. Now, kind of what I heard about this is like you get some credit cards that you want, and of course your personal credit got to be good as far as getting business credit cards, or you could do it on the personal side. So you got to dot your I's, cross your T's, make sure everything is good so you can get approved. You can't be doing this with no bogus low credit score, because you ain't gonna get approved for nothing. So this hack just ain't gonna work for people with low credit scores or collections, and it's gonna require some research. But what I have heard what people do is like on your computer, so you open up like a link for each credit card company. So for instance, you will have one open for Chase. This is just an example. These aren't actually ones I've done or know people who have done these, but you open one for Chase, let's say American Express, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Navy Federal. So you open up 5 windows for each credit card. You already have it filled out. So that way you know what credit cards you're going after. And then you hit apply for all of them all in one time. So that way, when it hits it's gonna hit the computer system, and you possibly, if done correctly, you possibly could get approved for all those credit cards like instantly, all at one time, rather than if you apply weeks or months apart. There's a possibility that you might get approved for 2 instead of the 5 or 4 or 1. And supposedly you'll get like high credit limits as long as your personal credit is where it's supposed to be at. Now, credit cards are the same as loans with an approved spending limit. That's all a credit card is. But credit cards, there's fewer stipulations on their applications. The monthly payment amount is cheaper. There's no collateral, and you need a 700 plus credit score. But with everything what's going on in the economy, I say it's 720 or better. But to get the biggest and the best results off of this credit card stacking, I would say you got to do your research, and you got to know what each bank is kind of looking for I don't personally have any research for any bank because I don't know everybody's credit score. But like I said, I haven't done it because I was able to obtain multiple credit cards over a period of time by being strategic, going after the first cards that I wanted first, and then waiting because after you get a certain amount of credit cards. But the good thing is when you go after business credit cards, you can dispute the inquiry and get that off and then apply for something else. Whether than if you go after personal credit cards, um, you don't want to dispute an inquiry tied to an open account. But if you were denied on the personal side, then of course, yeah, you want to dispute it because that's like a wasted inquiry. But say you weren't denied and Wells Fargo gave you a personal credit card and that account, you made a charge on that and you started making payments. So that account is considered open. You wouldn't want to dispute that inquiry because you run the risk of you disputing it and you're saying it don't belong to you. So Wells Fargo could come back and shut down that whole entire account, which will be lost, and they may not allow you to apply with them for some time or maybe not any time. But yeah, like I said, you got to be strategic. I would say just like go after the cards that you really, really want. Then after you get those, they call it going in the garden. So that means when you go in the garden, that means you're not going to apply for any funding for 6 months or longer than 6 months. Because to my understanding, after 6 months, even though it shows on your credit report that it's not actually, they don't actually count it against you. But it's primarily up to you. Once you get enough personal credit, you should be going after business anyway. You don't need a whole bunch of personal credit cards. You just want to have your credit profile good. You want to have a few good ones at a good limit. Then you want to have your loan, your pledge loan on there, and you want to do business with them. So you want to attack them pretty much like that. But on the business side, you can dispute those inquiries. So if you get approved for 2 or 3 business cards and they use your personal credit as a personal PG, you could go back and dispute that inquiry. So that way it's not going to affect your personal credit score, because inquiries do affect your score. And you apply for other credit, banks can see, man, he got 5 inquiries or 6 inquiries. You don't want to look thirsty or be thirsty because you'll be considered as a risk. Why is he going for all this funding? And you got to be smart when you're doing this stuff. So know your banks, know your data points before you even try this or do this. And I'll do some more research on this, and I'll make a video on some updated information.